I'm here with Will Black, the founder of Sharing the Credit. Will, I just want to know how you got started as an entrepreneur. Tell us that story.
That's always, that mapping out a broken road, right? It's sometimes when we look back on it, we're like, was it some straight shot? It wasn't. I had like a lot of people, I had 100 different jobs. Mm-hmm. But I got an opportunity to work at a company that was working in bringing credit card processing software to market. Really not as exciting as it sounds, there's no secret assassins there, but I was there and I got to learn about the industry, and a year and a half in, I had earned my corner office and leather chair.
Nice.
And so I was getting to strut around, but at the end of the day, the company was still hamstringing you a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
You want to go further, you want to do more, and there were other people that they felt like they were backing them on and said, eventually, yeah, I got to be my own boss, right? And once you do that, it's all on your shoulders. Yes. And a friend of mine that went to work ultimately for himself, he put a sign on his office wall, and it said, "I must work to eat." And it drives you, it makes you shoot for new avenues. And we were doing that for a while, but more and more we saw problems. And when you see a problem, there's something inside of you that says, "How can I fix it?" Mm-hmm. And that's what we started doing. So what we did for my entrepreneurial journey, after working in merchant accounts for a little while, which is simply, if you're in business and you're going to be paid in the modern world, mm-hmm. Cash is going the way of the dodo bird, right? Nobody uses checks. Yeah. You have to use plastic. So for a business must have a merchant account. But there was no education in the industry, right? People felt savvy businessmen and women would feel downright ignorant. Yes. And that's a terrible spot to feel like, why? And I don't even want to ask a question because I'm going to look like an idiot. Mm-hmm. I just know that this is my pain point. Mm-hmm. And we were spending a lot of time in education. And that's when we met a charity, a very worthwhile charity. And their previous board was populated almost entirely from an asylum.
Okay.
And it was a worthy group, but they literally destroyed their entire giving pool, right? And when they went back to relaunch it, they weren't even getting and asking people for money, right? They weren't even getting no. They were getting worse than no. Right now, Kelly's saying, what's worse than no?
I am wondering that, yes.
Nobody's home. Like, I'm not even opening the door. You don't exist. Okay. I'm not returning your call. I'm not returning your email. Mm-hmm. He's out to lunch. She's not here. Mm-hmm. Nobody's home. And that's when we walked that organization through the scenario. I said, tell you a story. I love telling stories. Let me tell you a story. Okay. This one's less exciting than like Robin Hood. But it has the same end. I said, at the end of the day, Visa and MasterCard build a percentage into each and every transaction mm-hmm. for business, and it doesn't go to Visa and it doesn't go to MasterCard. It goes back into the system. It goes to a bank, but it can legally go to, drum roll, a nonprofit, mm-hmm. a 501. And that was the watershed moment. That was the entire turning point. At that point, we showed them how to do it. We worked with them, helped facilitate it. 2.5 months later, they had an extra $3,000 some odd coming in a month. Wow. That's an exciting time.
Yes. Incredible.
So that.
Incredible product.
Yeah. Every nonprofit, every day needs one thing.
Needs dollars.
A few more bucks.
Yep.
Right?
What an incredible product you've created. So you're helping small business owners by offering them a way to bill for their services or products. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, you're not making the banks rich. You're redirecting those funds to nonprofits.
Right.
Incredible. So that's your product. That's your company. Tell me now, you're part of the SAB. So tell me how you got in on the board. How do you know Jason?
Well, I met Jason a while back. Like a lot of entrepreneurs, I have areas I'm really good in, right? And I have areas I'm weak in. TV and movies lie to us, right? This one guy, this woman, and she goes out there, and then they play the hard work scene, and there's a music montage, and they're doing all this stuff, and then they've got $1 billion empire, right? It doesn't work like that. You need people.
Yes.
As I like to say, if you go into surgery and only the surgeon's in that room, leave. You want the whole team.
Yes.
And I met Jason, and he introduced me to a number of people that took us to levels that we could not get to by ourselves, right? I'm an expert in these fields. I need people that can take away the back end work, the ankle biter stuff, the everything. I'm not a marketing person. There are certain jobs I would rather die, right?
Yeah.
I would rather, we have specialized accountants that do all this work. And Jason came to me and said, you've had a 10x month.
That's incredible.
That's incredible, right? And that was from work that we had done over time. And he said, I'm putting this together, and it's a team of almost like superpowers, right? And this is where we take your field of very good ability and combine it with all those things that you can't do, right?
Yes.
And I got to tell you, I turned it down.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
But you're here.
Why? Tell us that story.
Because the work we had done was so effective. The 10x month adds so much to your life and work you have to do that kind of stuff. I did not think I would have the time. And he came back after a little while and said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I said, I thought about it, but I wasn't really thinking about it. I really leapt at it because I had said, why would I turn that down? There's so many entrepreneurs that are out there that are doing great work and have the great idea, and they're swimming with 7 anchors wrapped around them. When you take those off of them, all of a sudden they fly. I mean, it's just incredible, right? So how can you not? How can you not want to? How can you not want to do that?
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. And excited to see the growth
Thank you
of the
for
board.
having me.
Yes.
All right.
To learn more about the Strategic Advisor Board, follow us on social media or visit our website at strategicadvisorboard.com and get connected so you can work with us.